Alrighty, Candle Range Theory Trader back with you with another video. Just looking at a post that was made a little bit ago. So these are the pairs that I had on my watch list right here. Okay, we had and just to show you, this was actually what I was watching. This post was made 2 hours ago. The time is now 11:39. So I was watching, dollar, pound, euro, pound, Aussie, cat, dollar, Swiss. Okay, so here we go. This is what I took. All right, so I took, and thank God I got out when I did, because my goodness, this thing completely reversed. Let me go in chronological order. Okay, my first trade was a loss. I took a short on dollar yen. So here's the deal: if you are trading 159, anytime the pair does something that you don't expect it to do, get out. Okay, I took my first entry was over here because I started trading at 9, and there was a, let me do the replay so you can see it. There was a fair value gap right here, right there. Okay, inside the candle range high. So I read that as momentum going to the downside. So I started going short right here. But as we can see, once I do the replay option, once price started creeping up like this, I went ahead and just cut the loss. I got out. I think I may have taken it twice or so. I'm not sure, but I got out. I did get back in. When was it? Like in here, right in here. But then I got out again, and I just took profit right here because most of my profit came from Euro New Zealand, which I'm about to show you. So I got like a little scalp here, like just minimal. It was like a 10% gain, which was good on a couple entries. So that was good. That was a little thing there, a little drop there. But then as you can see here, once I exit out, I did get out just in time because you can see it broke out of the range. Okay, so that was that. The main trade that I took was Euro New Zealand. Okay, so let me go back. The main thing I saw was right here. There was a fair value gap that formed. At the range low right here. So I just read that as strength. So after I lost dollar yen, I slid over to Euro New Zealand to see if it was going to show me what I wanted to see. I got to be quick with it because most of the trades, as far as I can tell, they happen between about 9 and really about 10. Typically about 10, price should be underway. It's going to do whatever it's going to do for the next hour or so. So I got in. I read these two fair value gaps as strength. Price closed inside the low. So as we can see, it did shoot up. I put most of my entries, I think, right in this area here near this gap. Price shot up and then shot up some more and some more. The first time I got in this trade, though, I actually lost. Matter of fact, yeah, I took this one first. This one lost. On this spike down, it took me out. But the important thing is that when you do multiple entries, be sure to have a stop loss on all of them. Because I wasn't the best with that, but then I said, no, something's got to give because I'm losing too much money here. So I was sure all of them had stop losses. So a little spike out, it is what it is. But I did get right back in because this fair value gap right here held. And then I loaded up my entries right here. My first entry was over here somewhere, that which was lost. And then the second one was right here at about 9:30, 9:35, somewhere in there. And I loaded up in here. And then as we can see, if I play it out a little bit, it kept going. Now, I did not hold all the way to the top of the range, but as you can see, once it nears this top of the range right here, I'm out. I'm good. But I'm not sure when I got out. I'm just going to be honest with you. And I don't, it just, it was enough for me. But this was good for about I want to say I had like a 15 pip stop loss or so. And that wasn't quite 75. So maybe about a 1 to 3, something like that. So you see how that goes there. So good for still good for about 50 pips. But a 10 pip stop loss was just a little too short. So, but yeah, and then I just kept adding, and this is the only price action I look for right here. Straight rise to as close to the candle range top as possible, and then I'm good. I'm done for the day. I'm good on that. So that was it. So once it hit that, then as you can see though, it came back. So I would have been pretty sick had I been sitting through all that, and it came right back down to my entry. Now, is it possible it could bounce right back up? Yes, but I already got my profit, so I'm good. I'm done. I'm not trading anymore till tomorrow. Okay, so I'm done. Let me see. Were there any others worth taking today from the watch list? Let me get rid of the fair value gap. And if you recall the deep study video, that's why I said to take your profit, because this expansion candle could just, like I said, it could end on a doji. So you don't know. So you're going to be sick if you had this long on this. It was near the take profit, and then you said, well, maybe it's going to keep going, and then it comes all the way back. Take it. Take what you can get between 1 and about, just take what you can get. Once it hits this, you're good. Because there's no guarantee the price, the candle's going to close all the way up there. It pretty much completed this whole range. So I'm satisfied. So let's go back here. So obviously this looks like a breakout. Pound yen, I had a short bias on this. It may still go down, but we're just not sure. I doubt it because it's already double bottoming here. So I would anticipate that to keep rising. Let's see. Pound dollar gave a little bit to the upside, but as we can see now, it is coming down. I had a long bias on this. Here is the candle range high right there. But as we can see, we got the 1, 5, and the 9. It went up a little bit, but now it's coming back. So, at best, you would have got, if you would have entered right here let's see, after 9. I mean, say if taking this, that would have given you about 16, 17 pips, 18 pips before price just came back out. So, yeah, that really wasn't worth anything. Swiss had a short bias on this as well. I didn't take it, but, as you can see, small bodies lead to big ones, but sometimes the big candle is going to just break out of the range. That will happen. Same with pound Swiss, small body, but it broke out of the range. Not my style of trading. Euro, yen, gave a little action to the downside, but as we can see now, it looks like it's still going to be rising. So it is what it is. I just did Euro, New Zealand, and Aussie CAD. This one was a good one too. This one completed. I wanted to take this one, but I saw more upside on Euro, New Zealand, so I took that instead. But this is a perfect one. So you should really see one a day. Now it doesn't mean it's going to pay you 1,000 pips, but this pattern is really consistent. So let's take a look, see if we got any fair value gaps here that show momentum to the downside. Yeah, we got a couple. So 9 o'clock was right here. Okay, the 9 o'clock open was right there. So a great entry would have been between 9:35 and 9:40. Somewhere in there. Let's say perfect entry would have been at about 9:35. And almost a 1 to 3. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could have, hypothetically, if you did a 5 pip stop loss and a 20 pip take profit, 25 pip take profit, let's say, that's 1 to 5 right there. Now, it doesn't give you much room to scale in, but if we look at this, let me see, for the sake of scaling in, first entry could have been here. Let me get rid of this for a second. And then what do? We sell on the reds. Next entry could have been there. And once I see it going, I'm not afraid to, I'll keep stop losses on them, but I'd load up on another 2 right here, right there, and right there. Just let it keep dropping. Like somewhere in there. That's fine with me. So, all of those. So even this last one here would have paid out to the absolute bottom. That's 20 pips. So this was the perfect CRT trade for today. It was actually Aussie CAD. In my mind, at least. Let me get rid of that. Okay, but there you go. But that's your 159. Let me reset this and just get this going here. Let me get rid of these fair value gaps. This was the perfect pattern for today. I'm going to give the crown to Aussie CAD. Short 159 pattern right there. So that's what it is. The 1, the 5, and the 9. And like I said, with a 5 pip stop loss, maybe 5 to 7, you could have got at least 1 to 4, 1 to 5 on that. So that's it. That's the whole deal. I appreciate you watching. Thanks for your time and attention. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.